Next up, we got the most hyped 4-8 season in college football history. Yo, this has got to be one of the funniest titles I ever read in my life. Now, this is by the channel of KTO. Now, if you want more KTO videos, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I was also meaning to react to this channel for a minute now, but I just haven't got around to it. So this is a perfect video. You know what I'm saying? So you have one more reviews from this channel, hit that like button and subscribe button.
Conventionally, 60 Minutes doesn't profile the same subject twice in 2 seasons. But convention doesn't intersect with Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders.
This game taught me so much about people. It taught me so much about timing. It taught me so much about focus, dedication.
Going deep, picked off by Deion Sanders.
Submitting oneself and sacrifices. And I went at this game and I attacked this game because I made a promise that I needed this game to fulfill.
I'll tell you, this guy is exciting though. Anytime he gets the ball, I think all the
Yo, this nigga Deion.
Because I was tired of seeing her go to work and come home all tired. I said, I'm going to be rich one day, and you will never have to work another day.
It's got to be in the hands
Yes, sir. I like to hear that.
And we spoke about earlier, you don't keep speed. And here he comes.
I created this image, this thing that you could imagine. You could love him or hate him, but he was pride.
It's a good speech. Hold on, I didn't see this speech. Okay, I like that.
But he was pride.
No more sales, no more nothing now. We get that big house we always been wanting. We get everything we want now.
Most importantly, I want to thank our football student athletes for their perseverance and commitment to each other in our football program.
Colorado football's been good like twice for an hour.
I think we all know it's been a real challenging year, maybe a year and a half.
Colorado had 2 winning seasons in the last 17 years.
Yeah, they get killed every game, but they're not even coming close to covering.
You know, it's not an athletic department of note in America.
If you're a Colorado college football fan, sheesh. At least you got the Broncos.
Most hyped 4-8 season.
Now, before we continue, today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events every single day on SeatGeek. The football across and see for you in the there was as perfect hype for a team than for Colorado in 2023.
He is the perfect man for the times we are living in college football. Well done, Colorado. You got a new fan in me.
Let me briefly explain how things got to this point. So Deion Sanders initially was an incredible athlete.
All summer long, now you played for the Yankees, and in addition to that, you were going back to play football in the fall.
Football is my first love. Yeah. Football is definitely my first love.
In fact, with his success in 2 pro sports, he's on the Mount Rushmore of greatest athletes ever. After becoming one of the greatest DBs in NFL history.
And look at him go! It's Deion! You know it's coming! Prime time! Prime time! You've gotta be kidding me!
And playing 13 years in the MLB.
There's the 1-0.
Yo, bro, that's one of the things, like, and it's kind of funny because you can say this about nowadays, too, with some of the GOATs nowadays. But, bro, back in the day, let's imagine being able to turn on TV. And some of y'all actually could have done it, you know what I'm saying? But me, personally, I couldn't. Turn on the TV and see all-time GOATs. Like, turn on the TV and see Michael Jordan. You see Michael Jordan playing in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy. Deion Sanders, you watching this just happened last night, you know what I'm saying, or yesterday, and this is the news day of the next day. Prime time. Like, that's just, oh my God, bro. It's iconic. I wish I would have lived in them times. I wish.
And playing 13 years in the MLB.
There's the 1-0. Fly ball deep to right field, and Deion Sanders has put the Braves ahead.
Deion became an NFL analyst, and while doing that, he got the itch to start coaching. In 2007, upon retirement from the NFL, Sanders founded Truth, a youth organization serving over 1,100 kids throughout Dallas and Memphis. He still talks highly of those kids to this day. In 2012, Deion became the head coach of a high school he co-founded, Prime Prep Academy. In the span of 2.5 years, the school was a disaster.
An audio recording has surfaced depicting the former Cowboy on a tirade about his charter school he co-founded.
I feel like throwing this chair at the neck right now, but I'm gonna let it ride.
In the process, Deion,
and you can't even say his nice voice because nigga, he got that, I don't know, it's like a raspy almost, and he got an accent with it. This is how he said ride.
The former Cowboy on a tirade about his charter school he co-founded.
I feel like throwing this chair at the neck right now, but I'm gonna let it ride.
I'm gonna let it ride.
Process, Deion had been fired and rehired twice, amongst other issues.
His own fucking school, bro, going through legal issues with his own school. Like, the nigga not his, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not the one that made this motherfucker. How you get fired from your own business? You know, first nigga in history to get fired from his own business, bro.
In the process, Deion had been fired and rehired twice, amongst other issues. Here's what Deion said about the aftermath.
The only rights that I had was to my name that was on the building. I'm very careful of where I put my name, who I lend my name to, who I'm involved with when it comes to kids as well.
In 2015, Deion was hired.
That's smart. That's smart. Y'all gotta listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying.
I'm very careful of where I put my name, who I lend my name to, who I'm involved with when it comes to kids as well.
In 2015, Deion was hired as the head coach of AAA Academy, where he was the head coach for 2 seasons before switching to Trinity Christian High School as an offensive coordinator to coach his sons. In 3 seasons, they won back-to-back-to-back state championships. By the end of 2019, Sanders' youngest son, Shedeur, had 18 Division I offers, including Florida State, where Deion played. And Deion himself announced that he was leaving the high school to coach at the college ranks. With a head coach vacancy at Florida State, people assumed that Coach Prime would be the new face of the Seminoles.
That could have been
crazy.
But
that never materialized. Despite interviewing for that job, Florida State went in a different direction.
And it's now my pleasure to introduce the next head football coach at Florida State University.
Now, Florida State fans, do y'all like him at y'all school? Let me know.
Coach Mike Norville.
Coach Prime was definitely disappointed by this and hasn't supported the program much since.
And you're a Knoll, my friend.
No. Actually, do you know where I graduated from? I graduated from HBCU. So I'm a who? I'm a who? I thought it's where you graduated from, isn't it?
So instead of that, Coach Prime took a job at the HBCU, Jackson State, in 2020.
Here in Jackson, Mississippi, Deion Sanders getting ready for his first ball game
Deion
as head coach.
Where his 2 sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, joined him. Jackson State had been a bottom feeder program for about a decade at that point, and Coach Prime immediately turned things around. In 3 seasons, the program went 27-6, winning 2 conference titles in the process, and doing the unthinkable. Not only did Coach Prime become the first coach to get a 5-star recruit at the FCS level,
it's monumental, it's historic,
but he also got Travis Hunter to decommit from Florida State. So at the very least, Deion had proven that.
Somebody let me know what the relationship was with Travis Hunter. Like, how do they? Because even now, you know, Travis Hunter obviously another GOAT that's on the Colorado team. But I don't know where that came from. Where this relationship come from? You talking about he got him to decommit? You know how much pull that is? How did you get him to do this? He doing this type of pictures. Any nigga doing these type of pictures, especially at D1 colleges like this, that nigga 5-star, 6-star, bro. They don't let anybody look. They get that nigga all the accessories and everything, and he get to keep all that shit too, except for like the cleats. No, he get to keep the cleats actually, except like the helmet and shirt pads, obviously, but. Everything else, the gloves. I remember I come back with gloves from their visits. Oh my god, that's like one of the best flexes, bro. One of the best flexes. So how do they get this relationship? Like,
decommit.
What happened?
Florida State.
How they so
at
cool?
At the very least, Deion had proven that he had the ability to turn a program around and could pull big time recruits just because of who he is. Not only that, but what Coach Prime had done for HBCUs in general could not be overlooked. But everything during Coach Prime's tenure at Jackson State wasn't all sunshine and rainbows.
Name one thing in football that we haven't accomplished that I said we would. And until we address these underlying issues that nobody wants to talk about, ain't nothing gonna change.
With feeling like there were bigger issues that weren't gonna be.
Wait. First of all, his chain, is that his actual Super Bowl ring? Or is that like a fake Super Bowl ring? Because in theory, that is sweet as hell. But is that also dangerous too? Because that bitch worth a lot of money, bro. You know what I'm saying? You walking around with the actual Super Bowl ring on your neck. That's, bro, I ain't never even seen that in my life. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all like that type of chain? It's different. I'll say that. It's different. But my question is it really the real one? I feel like he'd be done. It has to be a, you know what I'm saying? They just, remade it basically.
Talk about ain't nothing gonna change.
But that's sweet
With
though.
feeling like there were bigger issues that weren't gonna be addressed, Coach Prime looked to move on. When he made the decision to take the Colorado job, criticism came from multiple sources.
If you said when you got there that your plan was you were going to help level the playing field for HBCUs, he knew as well as anybody else that was something that was going to take a lot longer than 3 years.
Many news outlets used words like disappointing and sellout. Deion also had plenty of supporters as well.
When he was at Jackson State, he did his job. He won football games, brought attention to his program, and never hesitated to bring attention to HBCUs. Imagine what opportunities that potentially will open up for African-American coaches coaching at HBCUs now.
Amidst all the noise, here was Coach Prime's response.
People said he sold a dream, then walked out on the dream.
The dream that was I wanted these kids to get the notoriety and get to the NFL. We did that.
Right.
The dream was that I believe that we could win. I could believe that we could graduate at a certain rate. I believe that we could treat these kids and raise them to be young men. That was the dream. Why did you stop dreaming? I ain't.
Right.
The dream continues.
So moving on from Jackson State, why Colorado? Similar to Jackson State, Colorado was in shambles prior to Deion's arrival. In the previous 6 seasons, Colorado only had a winning record one time. And that was
damn
in 2020.
Nigga, what?
Only had a
1 in 11? God damn y'all ass. Oh shit. Y'all won one. Nah, bro. One game. Let me know in the comments. Has it ever been a team in college football history to not win a single game the whole year? It's one win. They look like the Panthers, bro.
Like record one time, and that was during COVID. In 2022, they only won a single game, tying for the worst record in the FBS.
That nigga's so happy. That's the only dub.
Rebuilding a squad in Dynasty mode on NCAA 14. According to Coach Prime himself, rebuilding a squad in Dynasty mode on NCAA 14. According to Coach Prime himself, here's why he chose the school.
Trust me, you gotta understand, before Rick got in that car or got on that jet to come see me, you know they did their homework. Yeah. And one thing that he elaborated, he wanted me to be me. I said, that's good, because I don't know who else to be. How can I don't know how,
I'm the best
how to be
ever.
someone else.
Exactly.
Yes.
Here is a divisive topic when it comes to Deion Sanders. The line between professionalism and being yourself. In the majority of high-paying jobs, professionalism is taken very seriously. A sports example of this is Colin Cowherd.
Wrestling fans are booger eaters, and esports players are nerds.
Wanting a franchise quarterback to be quarterback-ial.
I like my quarterbacks to be adults. I don't want them to be frat boys.
Basically meaning that they dress nice in front of the podium and give political-type answers, as opposed to wearing a backwards hat and being a chill, honest, and outspoken guy.
You're telling me this is no different than this. I think you're wrong.
This is one of the reasons that.
But you know, niggas like this. Now I have seen him before, but you know, niggas like that, bro. They doing that shit just for the clicks and the views. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason they saying all this controversy of that shit. He know, and you know the fans, they so eager for negativity, they gonna just fall right in the trap. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at this as like real, like we all know what he's trying to do, or the real ones know. The real
is no different than this. I think you're wrong.
This is one of the reasons that Colin hates guys like Aaron Rodgers and Baker Mayfield.
Aaron drank a psychedelic tea that made him hallucinate and yak. Aaron.
Now, it's pretty clear where Deion stands on this issue.
Yo, I'm glad he stick to his day job. I'm glad. I am glad. All right.
Now, it's pretty clear where Deion stands.
Stick to the day job, buddy.
which is one of the reasons why he's been so polarizing throughout his entire career.
Coach, how you feeling today?
No, straight up.
I always ask you how you
You
feeling.
was not talking like that just 2 minutes ago. See, like, if I say, man, what's up, Rob J? That's me. What's up, Rob J? You know the difference?
Also, I do want to point out that Coach Prime and Rob J are friends, and they mess with each other from time to time during these interviews.
Rob J, I just want to know, how do you feel that you are infamous now?
Well, first of all, you can't talk like that. You weren't talking like that a moment ago.
So anyways, Coach Prime left Jackson State for Colorado. The next steps in the process were truly unprecedented. Deion had a sit-down meeting with Colorado's returning players, filming the process, and announced major changes were going to happen while repeating this phrase.
Okay. You don't want it. Okay. Some of y'all don't even think you deserve it. Okay. We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. Okay.
Sanders made extensive use of the transfer portal, replacing nearly the Buffalo's entire roster, with 46 players leaving in the transfer portal and 50 transferring in.
Wouldn't the president get...
So you mean to tell me damn near that's why they brung everybody here? You mean to tell me everybody in this room don't play for this team no more? This is his polite way of saying it too. And remember, in front of national television, national TV, he just disrespected all of y'all. I'm not gonna lie. He just disrespected. He did bring all the worst players in there, made a speech, and all them niggas gone. God damn. God damn.
50 transferring in.
When the president gets the seat of being the president, what happens to the cabinet? I ain't looking at yesterday, and I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. My feeling and my thought and my understanding is I got to get it right now.
9 followed him from Jackson State, including his 2 sons and that former 5-star recruit Travis Hunter. By the end of the spring, Sanders had cut more than 50 players, and another 20 left on their own, in what is believed to be the biggest roster overhaul ever seen in college football.
I think anytime you have a new coach, you're going to have players who don't fit with that system and fit with those coaches because they weren't recruited by those guys.
Even in these early Wild West days of the transfer portal, no one has done anything close to what Colorado with Coach Prime pulled off entering 2023. As the offseason progressed, the question that loomed before entering the season was, what should we expect from Colorado in year 1?
If everything were to just totally, go off the rails, I think the floor is probably 2 wins. Now, the ceiling, I think, for Colorado, if they could make a bowl game, incredible.
With these unprecedented changes, it would be very difficult to predict how good a team could be. Even with spring ball, summer practices, and training camp, it's still such a short amount of time to adjust to that level of football with the changes they made. It usually takes years to get a dysfunctional program to functionable at a high level. So with all the changes, was this first year just gonna be a circus?
They flipped the roster. It's not done. It's far from done, and who knows if it's gonna stick. So if they have a quarterback who can make decisions, get rid of the ball, maybe they can be normal bad.
Oddsmakers gave them a less than 50% chance of winning more than 3 games.
Buffaloes have the 6th most amount of bets placed on them to go on and win the national championship. That's ridiculous.
At the very least, this was going to be the most hyped college football team in the history of the sport to receive as much publicity as they were getting, while also simultaneously being expected to not even win 4 total games, finishing last or second to last in the conference.
We're coming. Wait till the regular season.
I am as excited as
Game 1 was crazy. Bro, you know how crazy this was? Because you gotta remember, I am a new college football fan. So I'm still getting to learn about college football and stuff like that day by day. And it's hard because I don't really keep up with the news. And I think that's one of my biggest problems with it too. It's like keeping up with I don't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of stuff be like the broadcast stuff, like all that be on TV. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not thinking about what's going on, it's a lot, bro. So even me, somebody who not even in the world for real, trying to get into the world, I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember because we reacted to this game. I remember this.
Regular season.
I remember this.
I
am as excited as you at home to see what this looks like, because none of us have any idea. We're all going to find out together.
Game number 1 of the Colorado Coach Prime era was set to kick off on the road versus TCU.
A team that last year
you got the buffs on?
the national championship game.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, we got
TCU
news
was coming
reporters
off
on
a
the
brutal
phone.
loss in the national title the year before. But still, they played in the national title. Even though they had lost a bunch of key players, they were still ranked, and oddsmakers saw them as 21-point favorites versus Colorado.
But you know who's just a little bit sick about hearing about Colorado? TCU. That's exactly what I asked Sonny Dykes yesterday.
Basically, if Colorado could somehow keep this game close, that would be a good sign for the program moving forward. But they had other plans.
Morris over the middle and intercepted in the end zone. On and 10, Sanders. Here's a little screen, and they find Edwards. He breaks it back with running room. Edwards down the sideline. Morris again looking in zone. Touchdown. Third down. Morris.
Oh my God, I remember this.
Intercepted.
That was crazy.
Wow.
That was
Travis
crazy.
Hunter.
Last 10 minutes, that's what's going to pop up.
First down at 10 of the 19, and look at Morris. Touchdown. What a fake. Throwing it deep. Sanders. And it's caught at the 40. Guess who? Sprinting. Sets. Delivers. Touchdown, Colorado. 45-42. Shedeur. Sanders.
45 to 42, bro.
Takes a knee, and how about this?
Wow.
Prime time. Deion.
This game was monumental for so many reasons. First off, Deion's youngest son, Shedeur, was a star in the making.
He's thrown for over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Damn.
Travis Hunter was balling out on both sides of the ball, and the Colorado hype train exploded into the atmosphere.
I looked at him and I went, oh, we've got another first-round quarterback talent.
For real? Shedeur Sanders from a HBCU?
His accuracy, deep, crossing, underneath.
The one that you asked me, why would I give him the starting job?
Footwork, poise, release. I mean, it was jumped off the television set.
It was a team that won one game last season. They come out, go on the road, and get a big win. I can't wait to watch them next week to see what else they have.
Against Nebraska. Not only the most bet game in football this weekend, including the first weekend of NFL football, but also all eyes of the football world are wondering, is that Colorado team a one-week wonder?
Biggest story in college football, Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Can they make it 2-0 against their arch rivals?
Colorado's first home game with Coach Prime was absolutely rocking. Fans packed the stadium in what had become the largest crowd for the program in 15 years.
Dang.
With that level of hype, this felt like a throwback to the 90s when both of these programs were still good.
Sanders looking. Sanders winding up. He's got him in. Touchdown. Takes his time. Does it. Touchdown. Buffalo. Sanders looking. Steps up. Wants a run. Touchdown, Colorado. At Colorado, 36-14, the final. And here the kids come. They are excited. They haven't felt for 2 decades.
Another statement win showed that Colorado was for real. But beyond that, the Coach Prime effect was captivating the entire football world.
So you can tell that Deion Sanders now has a lot more believers.
An absurd 8.7 million people tuned into this game, making it Fox's most watched Pac-12 regular season game ever.
I don't think I stumbled or stuttered when I told you we were coming.
Not at all.
We coming.
Everybody watched Colorado put on a show, and their fans rushed the field. It was pandemonium. With Nebraska being Colorado's rival, there was certainly trash talk, but the drama prior to their next game turned things up a notch.
And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off.
Did you need to take this stand right now? The coach comes out and says, I got something for you. Hey, listen.
Ready?
These dudes aren't professional.
What you can't do is when you haven't had more than 4 victories in about 6 or 7 years in the season, you can't talk. You don't have any reason whatsoever to talk. And then you're going to bring up mama and how mama's trained you and all of this other stuff.
When you
so right, you got to find something wrong. But guess what? My mama may be a part of the pregame speech today. Okay? My mama may be a part of that today. I'm just letting you know.
How do you see tomorrow going before we pivot back to the NFL?
I think Colorado State gonna get their ass kicked.
Okay.
Damn. Who just on
The
his
hype
team,
for this
right?
rivalry game had
just on his
reached
team.
unimaginable heights. Numerous celebrities, including The Rock, Offset, and Master P, were on the sidelines, and Lil Wayne led Colorado out of the tunnel. The atmosphere before and during the game was unreal. It felt like a heavily anticipated national championship. Just listen to this crowd reaction during a penalty.
Number 13 of the shooting team. And number 11 of the kicking team.
By this point, the whole football world, including Vegas, thought Colorado would blow the doors off Colorado State.
22, they ruled it a sack. Picked off! Shiloh! Sanders! Stunned like his daddy! Touchdown!
But Colorado State wasn't going down that easy.
Looking to throw it. Got a man and
Damn.
touchdown! Wow. Got to look at Sean Lewis, the offensive coordinator. Moment ago downfield. Incomplete, but a flag down.
Hey, this when he got hurt, right?
Intended for Hunter.
This when he got hurt.
Who took a shot afterwards. Pelosi on the slant. Complete touchdown. Brown.
I remember that.
He was hitting the deion.
Oh my God, I remember this. I remember this, bro. I was like, bro, it's no way. They hitting the Deion dance, bro. Y'all gotta scrap, bro. It's no way. Y'all gotta know, y'all can't even scrap, because scrapping not even gonna solve anything. You have to win. You have to win. You have to win, bro. There's no way they taunting this much. No. Wow.
In the fourth quarter, with Travis Hunter out and down 11 at one point,
28-17.
It looked like Colorado was on their way to their first loss in shocking fashion. But with just over 2 minutes remaining, they got the ball back, down 8, at their own 2-yard line. Shedeur Sanders was going to have to make some magic happen.
Sanders complete. Dawson down the sidelines. Sanders complete. And still on his
They'll be
feet.
slinging that bitch, though.
Downfield. Got him in. Horn. Atonement. Touchdown. He pulls it out. And we're tied. Harrison.
Continues to try and protect better and better here in the second half.
Sanders open. There he is again. Touchdown Harrison. Into the end zone. In a crowd. Picked off by Woods, and it's over.
Damn.
3 games in, and Colorado was the biggest story not just in college football, but all of American sports. It's hard to fathom the emotional roller coaster the players and coaches must have been on following this Colorado State game. The contest drew 9.3 million viewers, the most of any late-night ESPN college football game ever. In just 3 games, Colorado had tripled their previous year's win total and stood at the number of wins they were expected to get all year. People complained about the cheap shots on the part of Colorado State.
I remember that.
One of the big developing stories in the aftermath of this game was the Travis Hunter hit. This hit was clearly late, but add in the fact that Hunter was taken directly to the hospital and people were beyond pissed.
Yep.
So much so that the player who hit him, Henry Blackburn, received death threats.
No!
Travis Hunter himself spoke out against these threats and even met up with Blackburn later on, showing that not only were these two on good terms, but they had even become friends, which proved to be a great way to defuse the situation. Now, even though Colorado won this game, this was the first time where the Coach Prime-led Colorado team fell below expectations. They had been 3-touchdown favorites and nearly lost that game. Their next matchup would be by far their toughest so far, and due to the injury to Travis Hunter, they would be without arguably their best player against Oregon. And Oregon was sick of the noise about Colorado.
I got Colorado winning.
Wow.
Outright.
Yeah.
Just flat saying it.
Flat outright. Look,
Should've gone
Oregon
first.
didn't impress me against Texas Tech.
Rooted in substance, not flash, rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. There's a difference. Right? There's a difference.
She a baddie back there. Hold on. What's her name?
It's going to be played on the grass. Right? It's going to be played on the grass.
Trying to get in that locker room, too.
Into the end zone.
drop 8 against it and staying in front of.
Damn! Oh, is it fake? Yo, I don't think we watched this game. It's funny too, because I was saying, like, I remember when keeping up with Colorado, and I think this is like the first game I missed. And yeah, because remember, like, I keep up with the NFL and the college football. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. So I remember ended up missing this, and I was wondering as the weeks went on, I stopped reacting to him really. And I was thinking back, I remember, I'm like, dang, I haven't read to Colorado. Man, I wonder what's been happening. Like, should I have been still keeping up with him? But every time for a reason, my nigga. 4-8, it's tough. It's tough.
Into the arms of
tough.
Troy Franklin. Touchdown.
Damn.
Shedeur backing up again. Taken down again. And this offensive line gives way.
$35-0.
The game
Damn.
had officially been halted. In front of 12 million viewers, Colorado was completely beat down by Oregon in all facets. Even if they had Travis Hunter, they were going to be outmatched, and things weren't going to get any easier the following week. As much fuel as Colorado had been running on throughout September, the target on their backs was the size of the state of Colorado itself. You heard that pregame speech. Colorado was going to get everybody's best punch.
Over the middle, touchdown, guess who? Brendan Rice again, and SC takes a 40-14 lead.
Now, even though they did almost come back against USC, they still lost.
I think I remember
After
this.
2 straight losses, Colorado managed to bounce back versus Arizona State in dramatic fashion. At 4-2,
But they won in 4 though. That don't count. They won in 4.
Certainly
Y'all almost lost to a 1-4 team.
died down. But what they had accomplished to this point was remarkable. The Prime effect had the whole sports world locked in throughout the first half of the season. And versus Stanford, it looked like Coach Prime and this team were headed to their 5th win of the year when they led 29-0 at halftime. But then, disaster struck.
Goal. Jet sweep, touchdown Cardinal. Daniels finds his man, still on his feet. One man to beat. He's gonna score. Daniels downfield, back shoulder fade, caught. Iomanner races, scores for the tie. Drills it. And that's where they come, battling. Oh my God. What a highlight!
No.
On the move. Finally gets rid of it.
Oh, I think I do remember this game.
End zone. Strong second.
Maybe he was keeping up with him.
The Cardinals storm into Boulder and run back to the farm in Palo Alto with the dub. 46-43 in a stunning comeback victory.
This felt like a breaking point in the season. Stanford, who was 1-4, including a loss to FCS Sacramento State, made an improbable comeback, giving Coach Prime and Colorado their 3rd loss in 4 games.
The biggest loser of the weekend was Deion Sanders.
No question.
They'll call him a loser.
I mean, I know it's verboten to talk about it, but I mean, that was inexcusable. And his party's over. I'm not really that fascinated by Colorado after that.
And just like that, the team that had garnered so much attention, so much hype, took a nosedive.
I'm truly upset. I'm truly disturbed. I'm going to try my best to stay composed.
Nobody's been hit more. Heavy pressure again. Really no chance. They were completely unprepared.
They
can get to it.
Uyunglele throws, caught, touchdown! What a
Damn, y'all having some close games too.
The Arizona roll continues.
Yards. An option to the wide side. The pitch was a little heavy. It's picked up. And another.
Oh, that's tough. Damn. Y'all was gonna lose either way. Shit.
And scores.
There's Deion Sanders. And his first season in Colorado ends with the Buffs 4-8. Win number 8 for Utah.
After starting 3-0, Colorado lost their final 6 games to fall to 4-8.
Wow.
We just don't have the fight or the passion to do what we want to do.
Wow.
Considering how they started and how much attention was focused on them, this felt like a massive disappointment. They had some close calls like the Arizona game, but then were completely embarrassed against others like Washington State. Now, with all the noise, it's easy to forget where they started from. With the massive roster changes entering 2023, oddsmakers predicted 3 wins, and they got 4, meaning that they quadrupled their previous win total. By normal circumstances,
the fact that, in which, I understand the terminology, but it's crazy how we're talking about quadrupled when they only had 1 win to quadruple from. So the quadruple is only 4. That's not even a good quadruple. Yeah, it's good because it's better than 1-11. But the way it make it sound like it's like, you know what I'm saying? He quadrupled it. Like, bro, he got 4 wins, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Got 4, meaning that they quadrupled their previous win total. By normal circumstances, this is a huge improvement. Pretty much any program would be happy with the direction their team was headed. But
it is the first year, though.
Deion Sanders.
You don't want it. Okay. I don't think I stumbled or stuttered when I told you we were coming.
Not at all.
We coming.
When you so right, you got to find something wrong. Mm-hmm. We are so right now.
The way he does things rubs some people the wrong way, but Deion certainly knows how to attract attention. But looking into the future, I can't help but wonder, the glamour, the glitz, the cameras, the attention. Is this a sustainable model for success as a program? Back in September, I was almost certain that the Prime effect would have Colorado pulling in recruits left and right and transfers at an incredible rate. But so far, recruiting going into 2024 has been underwhelming. They only rank 53rd nationally as of the 21st of December. And this ranking is heavily carried by the fact that they have the #1 tackle in the country verbally committed. But even though he said this on Undisputed,
if you ain't rocking with us and you say you're a dog, and you claim you're a dog, why you not coming to Colorado?
he still hasn't actually signed with Colorado, leading many to be confused on why he's talking so highly of Colorado, but keeping his options open. Now, even with the underwhelming high school recruiting class, Coach Prime's been killing it once again with the transfer portal, ranking out #1 in the country for the 2nd year in a row. Although, because it is so early into these transfer portal days, I know this is big, but I have no idea how important that is compared to traditional recruiting. Man, times have really changed. So now, let me turn this over to you guys. What do you think of the Coach Prime era so far in Colorado? Is this flashy style of Coach Prime a sustainable model for success in the long term at this level? Let me know down below what you think.
Sanders underneath complete. In space. Nice move. Hunter. Travis Hunter. Touchdown.
Honestly, bro, I feel like it is the first year. And it's crazy, too, from this video. In the future, so say like next year, right? What if they come back? What if they come and they 8-4 next year? Now we're gonna have like a different type of video just like this, and they're gonna be talking about how they overcame challenges from last year. Now they're the best team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just only 1 year, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's only 1 year.